It may be relevant to talk about the relationship between semantics and society, which is a key area of inquiry in today's semantics research. We can see that language takes a major role in human interactions which are played out in a society. In these human actions or interactions, language is a vehicle of communicating ideas or concepts. That's why Leach has given us five functions of a language which are played in a society, in a human society. First one is informational function. In this function, the subject matter of something or some event is conveyed to the listener or the reader, and it is largely related to the information. Based on its nature, the questions like when, where, why, what, how, who are answered in such functions of the language. So we know about certain subject matter with the help of these functions, with the help of these questions. Uh, and only those questions become relevant in our inquiry, uh, which uh, lead us to our desired information. You can see the example: school is off on July 7, 2018. This is an informational function because we are being informed that a certain school will remain closed on a certain date. So this is a piece of information. We also have expressive function, which is used to express uh, our speakers or our users of language feelings and attitudes towards certain things. For example, we have swear words and exclamation marks as examples of this expressive function. I will never talk to her, or I am never going to talk to her again. These are the examples where we could see those expressive feelings coming out. And in this particular example, we see it's the feeling of anger which is coming out of the speaker. And this can be taken as an example of the expressive function of the language. We have directive function which focuses on commands and requests, and it influences another person's behaviors to do something. I mean, you command somebody to do something or you request somebody to do something. In both cases, the other person is influenced to do something. We have a static function, which is also called as poetic function by some uh, philosophers. They think that this function is usually used to tone down the overall impact, maybe a negative impact of a statement. And uh, in this situation, the message is conceptual, but it is also emotive simultaneously. In a static function, both the poet and the reader bring a heightened sensitivity to bear on the act of communication. I mean, we generate uh, certain expressions which create a special meanings, uh, which is different from a normal discourse sometimes. That's why we may call it linguistic artifact also. So this is more emotional and affective, and maybe based on spontaneous overflow of feelings. Static function is a function which keeps communication channels open. It's a good element, linguistic elements which are used to build and repair social relationships. For example, to show that to show the intention that communications are sincere and friendly, we use greetings, farewells, and routine polite questions. How are you? Where are you going? Uh, in such situations, we use polite expressions to make our communicators or our interlocutors make them feel better. In the end, I would just suggest you an activity to write down 10 examples which should contain all these functions which I've just shared with you. It will not only help you understand these functions, but will also enable you to teach these functions in the classroom as a teacher.